Hey guys, Coach Bricks here, back with another Earth Strong podcast and God's training. All right, everything we have that we do has either a positive or negative, sometimes both consequences. All right, some of the stuff that you do in life can have that. All right, it's just what it is. Smoking, negative consequence. All right, drinking too much, negative consequences. Working out correctly, positive consequences. Now, working out incorrectly, bad movements, too much, whatever, not enough recovery, negative consequences. All right. So this is where you live in this world that we have here. All right, there can be positive and there can be negative. All right. You have to decide what you want out of the consequences that you bring upon yourself. All right. Do you want them to be positive? Do you want them to be negative? Okay, working out, eating correctly, knowing what to do, getting outside, they can all be greatly positive towards how God created us, right? He wants us to be strong. He wants us to be outside as much as possible. He wants us to understand who we are and what our passion and what our purpose is in life. So we serve Him, right? The negative part comes about when we make that our goal or um, that is our main focus. So I know a lot of people who like to work out, but their focus, and I think truly it becomes their God, is working out. They can't miss. They'll tell you everything about their workout. They know everything about it, and it drives them to who they are. Now, like I said, I'm not, it's a heck of a lot better than sitting on your chair and couch and doing nothing because that's a negative consequence, and your God is sloth. Okay. But you have to understand that it plays a role in how God created us. He created us with balance. He created us with an understanding of who we are. And that's not how many people are. I know people that never will never miss, right? The gym because oh my gosh, it would ruin their day. Now I need to work out every day, but my workouts could be outside, my workouts could be in a gym, my workouts can be anywhere. I know what my workouts need to be because I know what the purpose is. I know where I feel my best. Like just the other day, I was out shoveling for 12, 14 hours. That was a workout. That was an awesome one. Actually, shouldn't even say it was a workout because that's what I'm able to do because I do take care of my body. There's a lot of people my age that can't do that. They burn out. Then I looked at my father, who's 85, right? He was still out there shoveling. And then his neighbor, who's 80, still shoveling. Right? Because they take care of themselves. They keep moving. They keep doing the things. And I know like 30 and 40-year-old men that can't do anything. I know a lot of teenage men that can't do half the shoveling that these guys do. But that's the problem. There's a major problem because of the consequences, positive or negative. So there's a lot of things that we can do as human beings. Doesn't mean they're right, though. And that's what you got to start diving into. Does it follow what he says? Does it follow what he needs us to do? Okay. Well, yes, he did say take care of the body, take care of the mind, take care of the soul, right? The spirit. We need to have that in there. But when it becomes over consuming, then that can become negative. So you have to learn how to break things down. Know where that median is. Know where you need to push yourself to become better each and every single day, but not go overboard with anything. Because most people who have that passion that I've seen, who are so driven by the gym, have very weak spiritual aspects because they're so much consumed with that physical being, which I always talk about, the spiritual, the mental, and the physical, which is great. Some of that mental is there because they got to keep pushing themselves, but that spiritual usually is broken. Very few people I've ever met have all three when they're so passionate about the gym, where everything's always about the gym. Actually, a lot of people I know don't even follow that spiritual part of it, who are always in the gym, always posting pictures and doing all that stuff. Unfortunately, because that's one of the main ones. Right? So you have to understand, is it a positive consequence or is it a negative? Just because you look a certain way doesn't mean you're healthy. Okay, because the internal part is just as important. So you're taking care of that. And also, are you keeping yourself in balance? If you're alienate yourself from other people and doing all this kind of stuff, could be good if there's people who are bad influences, could be bad, right? If they're relying on you. So ask yourself, right? Is it positive, negative? Let me know the thoughts. What do you guys think? Also, go back and check out all the other episodes that we've done. All right, let me know what you guys think about that. Any other topics you guys want to listen on, all right, that I can break down and do more on. There'll be more on DNA. I'm talking about there's more going to be on training. There's going to be a bunch of different things here. All right. So let me know, guys. Have yourself a blessed day. God bless you and take